Okay, have you people got connected to this one, AWS console now? How many of you are logged in? Out of 24, 10 has logged in. Have you practiced the first two programs? Have you practiced your started doing them? Just make in practice. And these exercises you can just put them on your portfolio as well. That you work with AWS console, management console and so on. This corona, these things will run for about 6 months or 1 year. That's all. Afterwards, what you did on your program, in the sense on your course, is a question for you. So in that case, when you don't have any answers, when you put them these things, your profile would be most what you call as valuable in case of job market. I just want you people to do it. Okay. Shall we move on to the next exercises? Are you people ready? Are you people ready for the next exercises? Okay, fine. The next topic, that is next experiment, is about maintaining persistent data on drives. That is, when you remove your VM, the data should be persistent there. That is the logic behind. And when you migrate from one availability zone or one premises to another premises, then you require something called as it is not about live migration, it is about migration database. It will take it in the more advanced way. Let me just give you a note on this. I'll go to EC2 instance as usual, then followed by a launch instance. Let me just take Amazon Linux 2 AMI as my image of this machine, and my instance type would be general purpose D2 micro as of now, just because I'm just taking I'm working for a free tier eligible program, then followed by number of instances that I wish to create, one. And then all you need to do is you need to select this uh, one second subnet. Okay, and subnet here I select is AP South Asia Pacific South uh, hyphen 1C. Okay, I'm just placing this machine on 1C here. And auto assign subnet, etc., etc. Then IAM role, that I've got full access role here. Then followed by tenancies is shared hardware instance and so on. And I just want to connect with an Ethernet interface, default IP addresses. Okay. Then I have to go to next storage. While in this case, all you need to do is you need to select this happens to be a root volume here, and delete on termination should be taken out. Only then it will store your what we call as SSD data that is on to some storage that will keep your storage as such intact. It is not going to delete when you terminate your instance. Often I just want you people to delete or terminate instance when you complete the program, isn't it? In that case, for this program, for this exercise exclusively, you have to remove this tick mark. Only then you can just exercise the program. So if you want to add few more, you can just give add volume here. What type of volume? Then how do you connect them with the path? Then what could be the snapshots that which is being stored on what we call it as images, etc., etc. You can just take it up then. It's up to you. As of now, we don't require here. We'll be doing this on the second half of this exercise. Okay. And then adding tags here. Let me add tag with name. Followed by EC2 migration. Sorry. So this will just give you to apply tags to volumes as well, and your instance too. Fine. Then security group. I just want to have an SSH value. It doesn't require. Let me just add one more HTTP as well for the sake of HTTP. Then followed by my IP address. I'll connect from there. Review and launch. AMI. T2 micro. This is a review of our launch. Select key pair. I have a key pair called MCA class 1. Let me just acknowledge them. Now it is bounded. Why it is failed? Okay. Now the availability zone doesn't support the T2 micro, while it might be supporting what we call it as high-end instance type. Let me just go back and change the availability zones. Next instance detail. W1P. W1 launch. College. Yes. Now 1P is being available to T2 micro. These are all the smaller clusters arranged, organized on a free data center or availability zone. Fine. We have got it here. We'll just go to connect them and get into. Still, it has to still working, running state. Go to connect. Let me just select this. Connect. EC2 user SSH client. Let me just copy this code and put them on my machine. Copy. Yes. Fine. Since it is Amazon Linux machine which runs on Red Hat, you need to give them update. You need to go for sudo yum update. Yes, no. Okay, meantime, let me just give you another quick lecture here. Whilst doing so, you need to go to your username here and select my credentials, security credentials. Fine. And this will take you to your security console, in the sense security dashboard within IAM. And once you work on, almost every user will have one or two access keys. This is very important key, and you're not expected to create as many as keys here. Okay, when you don't log in, when you log out your account, you're expected to make inactive. Okay, only then it will be secure, or else with this user key, access ID and access key, you can just run as many as APIs through AWS services. You can call any number of AWS services with this user key and access key. This is another what we call it as important credentials which has been given by AWS in order to instantiate your resources. So you need to keep very safe, or you need to make it inactive when it is not in use. Fine. Let's go back to the EC2 dashboard here. And check out what is the status. Yes, it is updated. So let me just install some software here, like Nginx or Apache. Yum sudo yum install GCC. Yeah, it's there. This is C, what we call it as C software, compile genome C compiler, then install HTTPD. Yes, now it is working. Okay, then you have to check service HTTPD status. Service now it is loaded inactive. We have to start the service HTTPD start. It throws some exceptions here. Let me just give, sorry. Yeah, now it's working. Okay. Let's grab public IP address of this machine. Right, and let me just select this machine, copy this public IP address, then on new window. Now we got this Apache's test page. Okay, then all you need to do is you need to make a copy of this and put them on another availability zone. It is migration from one to another. Let it be running here. Go to create template from this instance. Okay, or launch mode like this. You have two options here, and moreover, instance settings. You've got many things here: attaching auto scaling, modifying IAM role, changing permissions, changing shutdown behavior. There are many options lying here. All you need to do is you need to select create template from this instance. This will create an IAM image, AMI image. and you can place these images on other availability zones as well and other regions as well. My template name is about MCA App 2. Okay, description MCA Lab 2. Auto scaling, we don't require any auto scaling guidance here. Amazon mission image, distance type T2 micro. If you want to increase those, you can just select them. You can select to any scale of this images. By default, we just select this T2 micro, and the base image is about this Amazon Linux 2 SSDs. Fine. Then we don't want to. If you wish to include key pairs, you can just include them, but the best practice is not to include any key pair here. Okay, for security reasons. Put it on a default VPC, and the security group is forbidden web server access. Okay, and apart from this, if you want to make other volume storage, you can just add them, and resources, if you want to, you can just make them interfaces and so on. Select security group, default security group, or launch wizard, or web server access, we select it. Because it hasn't clashed there. Or delete on termination distance for the images which has been created from this that you need to either delete or to keep. We'll just say yes to delete on termination. Instance level security not specified. Okay, we'll just automatically it has taken resource as migration here, key values. Okay, name as name, key value as EC2 migration here. We just want to create lost. The thing. Test availability zone, primary network interface. Subnet. Subnet can be either subnets. We don't require any secondary IP address, primary IP address. Is it given? New template. Okay. We have got this template. This is in template ID and followed by the name here. default versions, and which is being set up on the instance tag of launch templates. When you want to make more such what we call it as images or mission, all you need to do is select here, go to actions, launch instance from this template. Okay, just give launch instance from this template. How many instances you require then? Let me just give one here, then followed by let these things be default here. Key pair. Let me select the class one that I have earlier, which I downloaded for the previous class. Separate everything would be on default values. Then launch instance. Got a name here, EC2 migration, followed by instance ID. Once it is complete, you'll get all those informations as well here. We've got two things here. One we did earlier, now it is running again. When you select any one of these, inside you'll get all those information which is required here. Public IP addresses, instance ID, instance state, overall the status, security group, networking, storage blocks, whether which volume is being attached, and so on. Okay, if you want to monitor any status checks, you can just make them. By this, you can get the default information about what all the things has been, what type of platform it is. It means Amazon Linux for, then life cycle, everything that you require here is being given on this dashboard. Okay. When you want to connect them, previously we were connected to this IP address, that is 172.31.5.183. Where is this machine? IP address of this machine, I guess. This machine, the first one. The second one, that we created a new machine for migration, is here. And we've got all information related to this. Let me just connect to this now. Copy. Connect. SSH client. Copy this. Just disconnect here. And this is the second machine. You've got different IP addresses as well. You've got 183 there and 241 here. And when you see the service, when you take up what we call it as the public IP address of this machine, which is 52.66.246 and 14. Let me just copy this and put them on a new. Service sudo service HTTP status could not be found here. Stuck. Sure, it has taken the image, the exact image of previous one. Is it GCC installed here? GCC. No. It has taken the Amazon Linux image as a copy here. Launch templates. Let me just take out. But this is your walkthrough. This is how you need to do here. Someone is and you will get all informations regarding to template here at this point. Hold up here. Yeah. For image details, it has taken the image ID which is being from Amazon's AMI, and the keeper which has been mapped here, the versions and so on. We haven't updated, it seems. Okay, so this is how you can just replicate multiple images of AMIs from uh, one availability zone to another availability zones. Okay, instance EC2 dashboard. We'll just check where these instances have been deployed here. This is about subnet A2, sorry 5A8, and in this case probably the different subnet. So both have been put up on the same subnet, unfortunately. Just because we haven't selected a separate, we took what we call as a default value. It has taken all those T2 micro into one section, one availability zone, and we have got three availability zones: 1A, 1B, and 1C. And 1A isn't supported to T2 micro, probably T1B as well isn't supported, I guess. That is why it has been placed on this subnet. Okay, the problem is about selection of what we call it as the instance types will not available on all availability zones of clusters. All you need to do is you need to select as when you go for a bigger instance type, you'll get almost all the available zones will be active. Fine. Till now, if you have any questions, you can just post them on chat box. One, one second. So the simple process is all you need to do. You need to create a new instance and go to instance type actions. You can just create template from instance, or you can just go for launch more like this. Both are similar, but they'll get different actions there. So when you select this T2 micro one availability zone, acknowledge this. View of instance, you get another. Okay, where you can, when you create a template, you'll have customization of your resources and network connectivity, VPC, subnets, etc., etc. Whereas in case of this, you don't have any such much customization options. All you need to do is you can just make mirror images of this. Okay, it is up to you. Like you can select something of auto scaling groups. Okay, Windows over it is trending. You can just see and connect. Exit here. Just give another try. Fine. Then now, when you happen to see the instance public IP addresses, then this will be something else. Take the current state of the instance and just make multiple copies of those instance state, while in the case of the other one, creating template that gives you more granular control to control your image templates. It is IAM, the AMIs. Fine. In the meantime, you can just practice the other. You can even include this for your exercises, which is not given on your what we call it as record works. You can include them on writings for your record. 1 second. Arun, I couldn't decode your language. Full file. So how many of you? Only one. But I guess Farzana B is just logged in. How about others? But you don't answer them. You'll answer only yes or no. Does that mean? You can just unmute yourself and just give answers here. How many of you have logged in? Nobody. At least you can just follow these instructions, no? That how you can just create any images of or create templates and so on. I'll just share the recorded link to you again. If you want, you can just revise them and start writing your record notes as well. And tomorrow we'll just work on with the views controller, and then followed by day after, in the sense next class. The other next class we'll just go with Docker and containers. Fine. Used to take Xerox in the sense you have to write these aim procedures as well as result. And if possible, if you could take this workout on AWS with your credentials login, you can just work out and take printouts, take screenshots and take printouts of those things, paste it there. Or else at worst case you can just what I sent you earlier, you can put them inside. I'm not going to provide any soft copies of anything anymore. All you need to do is you have to revise these videos, you have to listen them, at least write down those steps and submit your records. And the previously sent document, in the sense Word files, is just a reference to you people. You have to write those steps of your work. If you want, you can just write and share to me. I'll just make corrections out of it. Any other questions that you have inside AWS? Feel free to ask questions. If you don't have any questions, I will just stop this session and come back again.